Okay, hello guys, and welcome to my brand new upload here on the Wrestling Fan for Life 98 channel, which is coming to you this morning here. Well, I'm actually doing this quite early in the morning. I'm only doing this at about 9 o'clock in the morning, but I had to come on here to give you my WWE Backlash France review. I wanted to, give my kind of post thoughts now that we have WWE Backlash France 2024. That, of course, was on this weekend, just gone in Lyon, France. And then I just wanted to go over, of course, the news again about me. Well, about the special announcement that I'm going to, say at the end regarding to WWE Clash at the Castle, Glasgow, up in Scotland, or Glasgow as they're saying it in America, which is going to be at the end of this, because that's been the news that I've wanted to hold on to now, that I've held on for, probably quite long enough. So, so yeah, but so we are all good to do this. I just had to let my dog in there. Sorry, guys. I just had to let my dog in there. So I do apologise, because he is out here with me. But yeah, so like I said, obviously this is not, in the best of, circumstances to record this video. But I've come out here, in the back garden, in our back garden, because, it's a nice morning. It's come out nice today. On this, May spring day, and it's just quite a nice day, and I just thought I would try this. I just thought I could try and do this video outside while just in the garden. So I will try and do my best, with this. I'm gonna just see how things go. But like I said, I just had to let my dog come in there. So I do apologise there, guys. But we're just going to roll this on. We're just going to, do this. And like I said, this won't be a recurring thing. This isn't going to recur too much. But I just thought, again, that it just, again, it's just refreshing. This is something different for me to come out here to make a video like this outside. So, that's pretty much it. But as I've still said, this is just only gone 9 o'clock in the morning. But so it's still, relatively early out here. But still, it's not like it's, people are, obviously up and that. So it's not, most people are awake near enough. But, I mean, yes. But I just thought, again, like this would just change things up a little bit by coming out here, to come out here this morning. So we are just going again to go straight into going over Backlash France then. And first off, right off again, I thought the event was just fun. I just thought this event was just a damn fun show, no pun intended, with Backlash France. Yes, there was 5 matches. Yes, there probably again wasn't huge expectations that again that we had going into Backlash France, but I do think this PLE, did deliver on what was advertised, or again, it probably exceeded, expectations. And of course, but because again, of course, you have to talk about. We have to start off with saying about the crowd, just that frenzied crowd that was in Lyon, and just how good that the crowd was there, over in Lyon, because they really did, show passion, and they just really did, you could just tell they were into the whole event. Because again, being the first PLE Premium Live event in France, you would think that. I mean, the WWE have wanted to bring a PLE event to France. So this is their first one they've brought to France. So again, and even though again, like I said, that a lot of the time, we couldn't understand on some of the chants they were saying, on some of the reactions they gave But at the same time, you just knew they were having a good time. You knew that they were just, again, there having fun. They were there, you know, expressing, having a good time in their way, you know. I mean, you know, their culture or whatever. Because again, and that's the best thing about, you know, these you know, European crowds, is that, you know, like I said, they're just rowdy, and they're just, again, you know, most of them just are, you know, just again, like, they just like showing, you know, I guess, their excitement. And again, it definitely came through, you know, it definitely came through like that, you know, with Backlash France. I mean, like I said, again, yes, you could maybe say you found some of the chants annoying, maybe you could have found just some of it, you know, off-putting. But at the same time, I guess it depends how you kind of look at it. I guess it depends on how you look at that. But to me anyway, though, I felt like that just the crowd just definitely, again, they definitely made the show more fun to watch. They just definitely gave it just a unique atmosphere. Like, again, like with Backlash Puerto Rico a year ago, this was pretty much on the same type of level. This was on the same type of level. I would say this was one of the best crowds, you know, because I think, again, if you don't admit that, if you didn't think this wasn't a good crowd, then again, I mean, obviously, you know, you obviously didn't have your ears on, you know, turned up, you know, turned up to to maximum. Because, you know, come on, you could not say that this crowd was not again, you know, good, if not better, than a lot of the crowds that you see, you know, for Monday Night Raws and Friday Night SmackDowns and PLE events in America, well, in the States. Again, not again to knock off, you know, of course, you know, to my subscribers over there, but even they had to admit that. I think even just some American fans do have to admit that. Just in some ways, because, you know, I just think, again, you have to. I think sometimes it's just good being honest like that. So that's what I would say about that. And that's why I wanted to touch on the French crowd. I mean, yes, again, it still depends on how you look at it. It depends on whether you found the crowd, you know, fun or not. I mean, yes, I mean, they did, you know, maybe go overboard. I mean, maybe perhaps they were trying to draw attentions to themselves, you know, probably too much. But at the same time, again, and probably trying to draw away from the actual, you know, PLE event itself. So you could make that as a case, but at the same time, I just still think that the atmosphere made this, you know, PLE event just feel unique, and just having it, you know, again, having this stand out for Backlash. So yeah, and that's the best way I can say. Again, I mean, that's just what I have to say about the crowd. I did think this was one of the best crowds I've heard personally. But again, it obviously, again, just depends on the person. It depends on, you know, just how you felt about the crowd and the atmosphere. But I don't think that they did anything wrong. I don't think they did anything to put me off. You know, even though I just found some of the chants hilarious and just pretty funny. But you could see, again, that they were just all about having a good time. They were there having a good time. They were there to enjoy, again, just having a PLE event in France, well, in Europe in general anyway. So, yeah, I mean, so why can't they make noise, you know? Why couldn't they make noise? Why couldn't they, you know, get all, you know, the way they were? So, I mean, you know, that's just what I wanted to touch on when it came to the crowd, and just when it came to the atmosphere for Backlash France. Because, like I said, just for all the 5 matches, you know, they kept it up going for each match. And like I said, that they just really, again, didn't feel like there was much of a dull moment. It just didn't feel like there was a dull moment. So that's it, you know. So I just had to comment again on the crowd, with Backlash, because I had to say that first. Because I think we all had to, say the crowd was good. But again, that's just me. That is, again, just my opinions. But I think most people were in agreement. I think most people were all in the same agreement about the crowd. Again, probably again, just except for, the ones who maybe did find, some of it annoying. But there you go. That's how I felt, how the crowd came off to me. And, so there we go with that. But now, though, guys, we are going to just, jump into the event in a minute. And by the way, the attendance was also a sellout in Lyon, France, because we had 11,628 fans who came in attendance for Backlash France. So again, that is a good attendance, not a bad attendance there whatsoever. They did do a sellout in the LDLC arena. So 11,628 fans. And again, they were just a good crowd. So they did sell out the LDLC arena. And again, just there we go for that. So for the 19th annual Backlash, and the event here, like I said on Wikipedia, said that this received mostly positive reviews, with the main event with AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes and the street fight being deemed highlights of the night, as well as, like I said, as I mentioned, the strong crowd reactions similar to Backlash last year. And WWE did also report too, I didn't mention this, but that also reported that the event set the record for the largest arena gate in company history. So there we go again. I mean, that's also proof there of how good that Backlash France did. Well, I mean, in terms of a record, largest gate, arena gate, in the company history. I mean, again, whether that is accurate though enough, whether this is accurate enough, I don't know. But that's what I'm going off based on Wikipedia, what I'm seeing on. So here, which I'm sure most people probably just kind of go off, on Wikipedia, or just to be accurate. But like I said, I do think that was probably the case. I do think that was the case. I do think they set the record for the largest, that the event did set the record for the largest arena gate in company history. But again, you could see why. So there we go for that. So right then, guys, now let's get on then to the results then. And again, the first match we did open up with the tag team match. We had the tag match of the Bloodline taking on Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. But immediately again, when this match, started off, they were just beating the hell out of each other before, the referee could get any sort of control. And again, just straight away, they were just getting into each other. They were just brawling. They were being separated again just by the useless officials. And then Nick Aldis, the SmackDown GM, Nick Aldis, does come out to then say that he's not having any of this, and to then say that these teams these four want to beat the hell out of each other. Then let's have this match be a no holds barred, anything goes, street fight and street fight tag team match. And that was what we saw. No disqualifications. And then the match then becomes a tag team street fight. So just and then again, this match was just again just a lot of fun. A lot of just again, kind of what you expect here, but it was a lot of fun. So and definitely, I think to me this was probably the second match I enjoyed the most of Backlash. Although, like I said, all the 5 matches were good, in their own ways. But This match just had a lot, of fun and good replay value to me, I think. And I'm probably going to watch this match, back over again, because I thought this was just a lot of, fun. And yeah, I mean, you just had, and like I said, that they just started off, fighting in the crowds. And again, they sang, Randy Orton's theme song when he came out. The French crowd, they were singing along to Randy Orton's Voices theme, which again, he pointed that out as well in a recent interview I saw he did on Adam's Apple. But yeah, so with Adam's Apple YouTube channel. But yeah, I mean, again, just it was just a great match. But there is like some portions in the match though where where Randy it is like it is being taken out though, and it's kind of again being like 2-on-1 with Solo and Tama Tonga, who were beating up on Kevin Owens, giving Kevin Owens a beat down. But Owens again, we all know what Kevin Owens is about when it comes to these type of environments, these sorts of matches. That he just thrives. Kevin Owens, he thrives being in these matches. Just knowing that we just know what to expect of Kevin Owens in these type of matches, and we knew he was going to be out there to do something crazy. Well, to put his body through just through a lot of punishment, which again, that was what happened to Kevin Owens. But again, at the same time, like Owens and Orton, did do some gave some equal punishment to Tama Tonga and Solo as well. Randy does eventually hit an RKO to Solo Sikoa when they're both on the announce table, which, yes, again, we have seen that a lot of times, but that was that they builded up to that though. That was good. And then, like I said, there was other table spots as well, just other spots with the tables involved. And yeah, so, but the ending comes after Randy Orton does hit Solo Sikoa with an RKO on the commentators announce table, because again, you had French commentators there as well. You had the French announce table announcers, and they had an announce table which that does get used as well in the main event. They do end up using the French announce table in the main event with Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles match. But getting back to this, so Orton and Owens, Orton and Solo are both out the equation. Well, are both kind of then out. And then you just have it then, Kevin Owens and Tama Tonga, and Kevin Owens is just bringing out, these chairs, like 4 or 5, different steel chairs to bring into the ring and setting them up, like kind of just stacking them, next to each other. And then he takes Tama Tonga up to the top rope and delivers, just this insane, just this insane spot onto the chairs, and they were both down, and Kevin Owens then it goes to have to get the pin on Tama Tonga, but then as Kevin Owens is about to win the match, you then had Tama Tonga's real life, his adopted brother or biological cousin Tanga Loa, who came in, and he pulls, Kevin Owens. No, he pulls the referee out the ring, and then he grabs the steel steps to just smash against Randy Orton's head, and then he looks back to Kevin Owens, and then takes the steel steps to Kevin Owens' head. Sort of just smashes them again to Kevin Owens' skull, or not smashes them, but just it hits Kevin Owens hard with the steel steps as well. And Tanga Loa came out of nowhere to save Tama Tonga, to help his brother. And again, having a new bloodline member once again, just who comes in to make a debut, like Solo did 2 years ago at Clash at the Castle, but it was with Tanga Loa. Now, again, we speculated that this could have been Jacob Fatu who could have, done this instead. I mean, maybe this was meant to be Jacob Fatu, but they had gone with Tanga Loa instead. So that was, again, it was a surprise and still quite cool. So, but as I said, I mean, it definitely, though, helped her. He helped her, Tama Tonga, though, to get the win. And then Solo does get back into the ring, and he's the one who does get the pinfall on Kevin Owens when he hits him with the Samoan spike when they're back in the ring, and he gives him the the spinning Solo onto a steel chair. Or, like, basically, again, it's, he gives him that move to put Kevin Owens down, and the Bloodline then win the match, and they go over Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. That we expected would happen, in with this match, this tag match, but. Again, it was just a lot of fun, this tag team street fight match, and just a good way again of introducing, Tanga Loa to the, even though that there's fans, including myself, who didn't know about this, but he was actually in WWE previously as Camacho from 2009 to 2014 for around 5 years. So he was previously, was in WWE. I think because he was with someone called Hunico, with a wrestler called Hunico, a Mexican wrestler. So, But there you go with that. So, but now he is back now as as using his real name, which is actually, I believe, Tanga Loa, and he's actually 1 year younger than Tama Tonga, or 2 years younger, because I think I saw Tama was born in he's a year older, Tama Tonga. So not again much between them, not much between their ages. But again, they were both a tag team. They teamed up together in New Japan, apparently as the Gorillas of Destiny, both Tanga Loa and Tama Tonga. So again, they go back just obviously again a long way, being a tag team in New Japan. But yeah, so this was probably again just no surprise. But again, really again just my first time being, seeing Tanga Loa. But and the Tama Tonga's in-ring debut as well in this match. I thought he, was also pretty good as well at just, mainly again kind of like selling. He did sell the, the Fisherman's Buster that Kevin Owens did to him on the steel chairs, really well at the end. So. I did some good stuff with Randy Orton as well, so some just like brawling with Randy. So I thought Tama looked good. I thought Tama was all right, Tama Tonga, and I didn't think he looked too bad at all. So there we go with this match. But again, then after the match does end, you do have then Paul Heyman, who kind of does tell, both Solo and Tama just to like back away, just to kind of to not do any more damage on Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. And then again, you just have this also visual of Kevin Owens then kind of like coughing up his saliva and all that, and just or like frothing, just kind of frothing at it out of his mouth. So man, and just this match did take a bit of punishment out of Kevin Owens. That again we expected he would take. He was gonna receive, but again Owens would do a good job though. I think Owens, just definitely again he was in his elements. He was in his kind of comfort zone with this type of match. and Randy Orton again, Orton played his part pretty good too by being the babyface coming back in to kind of make the kind of like that super save at the end. But there we go with that. So to make like kind of so there you go with that match. But again, the match lasted 19 minutes long, so it got again a pretty decent amount of time. And there we go. The next match then was then the triple threat match. But again, we'll see now where it goes with the Bloodline and Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. But Owens, Orton and Tama Tonga will all have King of the Ring qualifiers matches happening on Friday Night SmackDown tomorrow evening on Friday the 10th of May edition of SmackDown. So we will see them in action then. But that's what's in store for them three, for Tama Tonga, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton on Friday Night SmackDown tomorrow. But again, all four of them, the men again, just had a fun match and entertaining and a lively crowd. The crowd being just again incredibly lively. So there we go for that. Well, being invested. So the next match then, which we had, was then, like I said, the triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. Bayley versus Naomi and Tiffany Stratton. And, this match is the shortest match on the night, with only being 13 minutes long, 13 minutes, 10 seconds. But this was a pretty good, though, triple threat match, though, here with Bayley, Naomi and Tiffany. I think these three had a solid triple threat match or showcased. And definitely, again, for Tiffany as well. I mean, we were saying about Tiffany before, but I think she really went out to prove herself, again, trying to keep up here with Bayley and Naomi. And I think she did do that. I think she was pretty good here, Tiffany. Again, she was arrogant, but she had, just loads of confidence out there, Tiffany. And she had, again, the majority of, the male fan base, being behind her with the Tiffy time. But, yeah, she just worked pretty well in this match. But Bayley does, retain the WWE Women's Championship. That we did kind of expect would happen. We knew was going to be the outcome. Well, that was my outcome on my predictions. Because I think, they're going to save off on Tiffany still at the moment to win the WWE Women's Championship. She's probably going to be in the Queen of the Ring tournament. I would not be surprised by that if Tiffany's in the Queen of the Ring tournament too, because she probably is going to be anyway. I would have assumed or would think that. But but Naomi in this match too, she was also pretty good. She wasn't too bad either. And Bayley was also good too. So it was just, again, just a solid triple threat. A solid performance by all three of, these, competitors. And there you would go with that. So, but Bayley ends up retaining after that. They take out her and Naomi, give Tiffany Stratton, the 1D or the 3D to Tiffany to kind of take her out after she tries to hit the prettiest moonsaults, a double prettiest moonsaults to both Bayley and Naomi. But again, they give her the 3D, then Bayley then, and it comes down to Bayley and Naomi, but Bayley gets this, gets the 3 count on Naomi with a small package, not a small package, but like just a quick kind of a pin, roll up sort of pin, and And there we go. And Bayley, again, is still the WWE Women's Champion. So there you go with that. The next match then was the singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship, which was Damian Priest against main event Jey Uso. And again, this match was also a good match as well. I liked this match too. I thought this was a refreshing match here, and I thought both Damian Priest and again we have to touch on Jey Uso's, incredible entrance as well. An entrance which you just have to see yourself to just be in awe, just to be in awe over Jay's entrance, main event Jay's entrance, because that was just something to see. Something to witness, and live. Well, definitely, probably live. It was probably something to see, but with just the crowd just went nuts over Jey Uso's entrance, but with doing the yeet stuff. But the match there with Priest and Jey Uso again was good. Just a lot of good action. And Jey Uso did get some pretty close near falls in there on Damian Priest as well. But Damian does retain, though, the World Heavyweight Championship because, again, with the constant interfere... Well, because, both JD McDonough and Finn Balor come out to obviously, again, to help Damian Priest. They did help Priest eventually to retain... or gave him the assist. So there we go with that, because Jay does hit a spear on Priest, but he kicked out, and in the end Damian Priest putted Jey Uso away with giving him the South of Heaven choke slam from off the top rope, which that actually again was a good ending, spot there to the match. A good way to end the match, but Jay did get pinned, lost by pinfall, clean. But I didn't think that this, did hurt Jay, because I thought Jay looked good out there. I thought he looked good, in this match anyway. He still looked quite strong. Because again, you could just say that, like I said, the Judgment Day were out there. JD and Finn Balor had to again help her. Came involved. So again, there you go with that. But Damian Priest retained the World Heavyweight Championship. But this was just a good match as well. This was just a good match. I wouldn't say that this was the match I enjoyed the most, but I did think this was good. And Jey Uso is in the King of the Ring tournament as well. He's in the King of the Ring. Where he's going to be against Ilya Dragunov on next week's Monday Night Raw in the second round, because he beat Finn Balor. He went over Finn Balor in a qualifier match on Monday Night Raw the other night on this past week. So we'll see how far Jay could get in the King of the Ring tournament. But again, he has to face Dragunov next week on Raw, or this week's coming Raw. So I mean, that's going to be a pretty tough opponent for Jay, but someone he hasn't faced before. And that's again going to be a refreshing match, actually, Jey Uso and Dragunov. So a match we've never seen. So there you go with that. But again, just for a World Heavyweight Championship match, I think that this was... I wouldn't say again that this matched, the main event, but it was just still, a good World Heavyweight Championship match. So there you go with that. But the next match then, and the penultimate match, was Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, who we had teaming up to take on the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. And again, as expected, both Bianca and Jade Cargill both won this match. Well, they become the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. That came to no surprise. It came to no shock that these two both became the new WWE women's, that they put the women's tag team championships over on, you know, Bianca and Jade, because again, it sort of had to be done. You know, this sort of had to be done more for Jade, but for Bianca as well, because it's the first time she's become a WWE women's tag team champion, that she's captured the WWE women's tag team championships as well on the main roster. So and again, they both, you know, complement each other well. They complemented each other well here with this match. But I actually thought, that Jade, you know, didn't really get much, you know, time in this match. But maybe that was just me. I thought I kind of, you know, seemed to think Bianca was in this match more. But don't get me wrong, I mean, Jade, you know, did come in. She got a hot tag, and then she did do some, like, you know, stuff, well, some, like, interactions with the Kabuki Warriors, which was pretty good, but it was alright, but again, we're still just going to see a lot more from Jade, you know, which we know there's still things that, you know, she's working on, but again, she's with Bianca, so, and yeah, but they still, again, just had a great win, though, you know, with Jade Cargill hitting the Jaded. I think it was on Oscar, was it? Or was it Kairi Sane? And I think Bianca Belair hit the KOD, you know, after that. So they get the win, though, and the French crowd did definitely pop hard, you know. Were happy for Bianca and Jade winning. Well, we all kind of were, but at the same time, the Kabuki Warriors deserve their part in this match too. Deserve to get a little bit of mention because, you know, I think, yeah, because they put a good match together, you know, with Bianca and Jade, and you've got to, again, have a good tag team, you know, to go up against, you know, to put you over. And the Kabuki Warriors definitely, you know, were the right tag team to have go up against Bianca and Jade. So there we go with that. And this match lasted for 17 minutes and 25 seconds. So again, you know, not too bad actually. You know, it was longer than the triple threat match with Bayley, Naomi, and Tiffany that this tag match was given. The time this match was given. So there we go for that. And I forgot to mention, you know, Damian Priest and Jey Uso's match lasted for 15 minutes. They went 15 minutes and 45 seconds in their match. But yeah, so then finally we get to the main event then of Backlash France, the singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes defending against AJ Styles. And as again to be expected, Cody retains the undisputed WWE Championship. But these two pull on just one heck of a main event here. Like a great main event, and definitely one of AJ's best you know, matches ever in WWE, without a doubt. Probably better than, you know, than some majority of his matches which he's had at WrestleMania that have been underwhelming, that have, you know, felt you know, that weren't quite as good, that weren't as good as this match, or booked as good as this match, or just again, just like, yeah. But I mean, Cody, you know, and AJ had a great match. Like, I'll probably say like the last really good match that he had, AJ, was with, you know, Seth, you know, last year. I'd probably say was with Seth freaking Rollins, you know, at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia last year. Like that was the last match I would go back to as saying that was his last, you know, real good, you know, showing, AJ. But this match again may have, you know, been better than that match. I mean, it was on that, you know, it just felt that it was that great, this match. in my opinion, and in most people's opinions. I'm not going to say everyone was going to be a huge fan of this match. Well, was going to rate this match highly, but I'm going to give this match at least probably, 4.25 stars. So yeah, just great stuff between Cody and AJ Styles, and just having Cody Rhodes as well, kind of doing the Stardust thing to AJ, playing mind games there with that. But yeah, I mean, AJ just didn't lose a step in this match, and it just went to show again that AJ could go out there at 46 years, 46, nearly 47. He'll be turning 47 next month, AJ, on the 2nd of June, and just to still show why he's phenomenal, to still show that he could go with somebody out there like a Cody Rhodes, who is the undisputed WWE champion. And then again, if this was just to be the last kind of big, high profile match for AJ in WWE on a premium live event, then this was just a good one for him to have with somebody out there like Cody Rhodes. But they just did do a lot of good stuff. I mean, I can't again just name over everything in this match, because it's better again if you kind of watch the match anyway. I always think it's better just visualize, well, not visualizing it, but just to to go over it yourself, kind of thing. But it was good though to me, this match. And Cody, although Cody again does just only hit one crossroads on AJ Styles though, to pin Cody, but I mean to pin AJ, sorry, at the end. So some people may have thought that it came abrupt, but at the same time, they still did do some good stuff in this match, Cody and AJ, just some good back and forth. AJ did come close once or twice to defeating Cody, but I don't think he actually hit the Styles Clash, and he didn't hit the phenomenal forearm either. I don't think he hit either of them, but he did hit the 450 springboard, the 450 springboard splash on Cody. That was a good near fall, but and Cody as well does hurt his shoulder in this match. He did hit, bang his shoulder a little bit. His shoulder felt, like that went through some kind of discomfort, but still, like, the match again was just really good, and it lasted for 27 minutes and 20 seconds. They almost went, just over 25. Well, they did go over 25 minutes, but under half an hour. So a really good main event of what ended off, just a very, very good premium live event in France. And there we go with that there, guys. So that there was me going over WWE Backlash France there from Lyon. And there we go with that. So just lastly, before that I go finish things off, I just wanted to give my last thoughts about Backlash France. Yes, I thought it was a really good show. My match of the night again, I'm going to say I am going to give it to probably Cody and AJ being the best match of the night, but just all 5 matches were good in their own ways. So there we go with that. But let me know, if you had a particular match which you thought was the best match of the night out of these, out of the 5 matches. But I have to just go with AJ and Cody, because I thought it was a great main event they had. So yeah, but Priest against Jey Uso was a refreshing, solid World Heavyweight Championship match. Jade and Bianca becoming the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions was a cool moment, maybe a mark-out moment for Bianca Belair fans and for Jade Cargill fans. And then the opening match again. The opening match with the tag match, the Bloodline against Randy and KO was a lot of fun too. So there we go with that. But so I just think that's kind of my summary really. And just lastly to finish on that, Clash at the Castle. Finally, getting to the big announcement then with WWE Clash at the Castle next month, which will be on, which is on the 15th of June, Saturday the 15th of June, and then Friday Night SmackDown's on the 14th of June. And I am going, guys. I am going to be live going to WWE Clash at the Castle. And the tickets were expensive, very expensive. However, though, we got our tickets, and we are, I'm not again going to know how good our view's going to be, but it isn't too bad. I mean, we did pay over £500, 500 quid. Like, I don't know how much that is in dollars to translate or to exchange in dollars, but they were a lot of money. But at the same time, it's going to be good though, going to WWE Clash at the Castle. But again, we're going to the Friday Night SmackDown on the 14th of June, then to Clash at the Castle on the 15th of June. So I'm finally happy and excited to say that I'm going, guys. That I'm going to be there in Glasgow, live for Clash at the Castle, and my first premium live event, first ever pay-per-view I'm going to be seeing in person. So it's definitely going to be special. It's definitely going to be something that's going to be memorable, and something I'm just looking forward to in a few weeks' time. It's only again in just almost a month's time, but when it gets nearer to it, I can, go over it then. But I mean, yeah, so I'll definitely go over it more when we get nearer to it, or when we get to next month anyway, when we do get to the start of June. But after when we go over, the King and Queen of the Ring PLE event, which that's on Saturday the 25th of May in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, for the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments or PLE event. So yeah, and also AEW Double or Nothing 2024 as well. That's in Las Vegas. Like WrestleMania 41's going to be next year, on Easter weekend. But yeah, so there we go with that there though. That was my huge, reveal or unveiling that I've been, that I've kept in, that I've been waiting to, that I've wanted to announce. But again, I just wanted to have the right timing, and this, felt like the right timing saying it. So there we go with that. The right time to come out with it. With me going to WWE Clash at the Castle, Glasgow. Not to mention, again, it's going to be the first time I'm going to be going to Scotland in general. The first ever time I'm going up to Scotland, up north, the north of the border. So it's just going to be, again, just a wicked time. That's what the kids say. Or what? Well, I don't know if that is still much of a saying now, wicked, but it's going to be an awesome time. This is an awesome time we're coming into. So there we go with that. So I just hope again, guys, that you give this video a like, give this a subscribe, or subscribe to my channel if you're new. If this is the first video you've seen on my channel, and there we go with that. So this was my review over WWE Backlash France, and recap, and my post thoughts. And again, announcing that I am going to WWE Clash at the Castle, Glasgow 2024 premium live event. My first ever PLE event coming up this year. So yeah, next month. But there we go with that, guys. And I will see you back in my next video. That is going to be, I'm not too sure now, but it may be near towards the end of the month now. Probably as we get to the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments. Maybe I might try and see if I could do some sort of collab with Gary again. Maybe for that, we will see. But that is it for this video, guys. So until again, when I am back on here, take care, guys. Now get out of here.